Hello guys, it's Kevin. In today's video, we'll talk about how many hours and miles a truck driver can drive per day. Because delivering on time is one of the most essential things in the industry. That's what's going to help you to build trust and relationships with your customers, which are brokers and shippers. Hopefully, because of you're being dependable, down the road they'll give you more loads and they'll give you better paying loads. But delivering on time is not always easy because of the federal mandated hours in service and the driving time. So it all boils down to that 14 hours is the maximum on-duty status that you cannot exceed. And after those 14 hours, you must take a 10-hour off-duty, consecutive 10-hour off-duty status. Out of those 14 hours, 11 hours is the maximum driving time. So that leaves you with 3 hours of loading, unloading, and maybe running a dead end, which just basically running empty after dropping a shipment to another facility to pick up a new load. And out of the 11 hours of the driving time, you cannot drive more than 8 consecutive hours without taking a 30-minute break. And per week, you cannot exceed more than 70 hours on duty status. And after you hit that number, you must take 34-hour out of duty status. And all of that is regulated, mandated, and monitored by electronic logging devices, which several years ago replaced paper logs. So, now once you get behind the wheel, you must turn on your ELD. And that's a big one when it comes to DOT inspections. And some truckers will try to get tricky and say, well, it's not working, broke down. You will get violation for that. And due to out of service, out of compliance violations, your insurance is going to go up upon renewal. And the worst case scenario I've seen where if you get a couple of those violations where your ELD is not working or you exceeded those hours in compliance, then you just will not get renewal. So it's a big and sticky one, and because of those hour limitations, will probably be able to drive about 500 miles. And of course, that's going to be also limited and depend on the road conditions. If you're northeast and versus southwest, where northeast on average truckers probably, I would say, averaging 50 miles per hour because again the congestion, traffic, construction, and then the winter time or inclement weather, versus where out west the roads are not as crowded. If you're talking Arizona or New Mexico, where you can maybe clock in 60 miles per hour. And then the type of the load you deliver, oversized loads, heavy machinery, that's gonna cut into how many miles you can drive per day, staying within those hour limits. So 500 miles is kind of a good rule of thumb. Like I said, some of those factors will impact, and you might be able to exceed, might be a little bit less depending on those conditions. But staying within the limits is very important. It's the safety on the highways, and it's heavily mandated and regulated. So just please, make sure the ELD is working and you'll be good to go. And that's all I have for today. So please stay tuned. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Bye.